let's talk about driving. We're going to reframe how you think about it. See, it's not just something you do with your hands and feet, it's a mental discipline. And we're going to explore how mastering that discipline can literally be the thing that saves your life.
So let's just dive right into that question. We've all been there, right? That heart-in-your-throat moment where a car just appears out of nowhere or a pedestrian isn't looking. In that split second, what actually saves you? Is it just your foot hitting the brake, or is it something upstairs? It's your brain, your thinking, that really dictates what happens next.
Okay, so to start, we really have to change how we see driving itself. It's not some simple habit you can do on autopilot. No way. It's a high-stakes, non-stop mental workout. Your brain is firing on all cylinders every single second you're behind the wheel.
I mean, think about the sheer amount of processing power that's involved here. It's this constant dance of physical skill, cognitive function, and just relentless decision-making. Your brain is taking in sights and sounds, calculating risks, and trying to predict the future, all while you're just, trying to get to the grocery store.
The first critical skill is what's called selective attention. Think of this as your brain's personal bouncer. It's standing at the door of your focus, deciding what gets in, like the brake lights flashing 3 cars ahead, and what gets kicked out, like that ping from your phone, or even just you daydreaming about your dinner plans.
And at the very same time, you need divided attention. This is your brain's master juggler. It's keeping all these different balls in the air at once, watching the road ahead, glancing in your rear view, checking your side mirrors, keeping an eye on your speed. It's incredibly demanding, and it's all happening simultaneously.
And the final piece of this mental puzzle, situational awareness. Now, this is the pro-level skill. This isn't just about seeing what's right in front of you, it's about predictive thinking. It's seeing a ball roll into the street and your brain instantly knowing a kid might be right behind it. It's about figuring out what other drivers are going to do before they even do it. All right, so we know what our brains are capable of, in theory. But let's be honest, we all have those moments where our mental game just completely falls apart, either because of pressure or, maybe more often, just complacency. Let's look at the most common ways that happens.
These are those split-second mistakes that can get anyone. Overcorrecting your steering is such a classic one, right? A tiny drift turns into a massive swerve. And that last point on the list is really scary, but it's true. In a moment of pure, unadulterated panic, it is surprisingly common for people's wires to get crossed and for them to slam the accelerator instead of the brake.
And then beyond those in-the-moment screw-ups, there are these really critical laws that we all just seem to forget over time. That move-over law for stopped emergency vehicles, that's there to save lives. And the left lane rule, that's not just about being polite. It keeps traffic flowing and actually reduces road rage for everyone. These aren't just suggestions. They're vital parts of a system we all share.
Knowing the problems is one thing. But having a preloaded, tactical response for when things go sideways, that's what turns a catastrophe into just a close call. So, let's build that plan.
This right here, this is a 5-step mental script you should just burn into your memory. When something wild happens, like a tire blows out, your first job is to fight that wave of panic. Stay calm, grip the wheel, ease off the gas. Your gut instinct to swerve or slam the brakes is almost always the wrong move. Slow down gradually. Then, hit your hazards and find a safe place to pull over. Run through it in your mind so it becomes second nature.
Now for a very specific and sadly an increasingly common threat, aggressive drivers. The single most important rule is this: do not engage. You will not win. Don't make eye contact, ignore them, and just create distance. Let them go. Your ego is not worth your life. Getting home safe is the only thing that matters.
Okay, let's move into our final section and you'll see how this all connects. This is probably the hardest part of becoming a smarter driver. Moving past just reacting to emergencies and starting to proactively unlearn all the bad habits we've picked up over the years.
Unlearning bad habits takes real conscious effort. It all starts with being brutally honest with yourself. Do you follow too closely? Do you, glance at your phone at red lights? Ask a friend you trust for their honest feedback. Then you have to practice being mindful. Put the phone somewhere you literally can't reach it. Actually count out that 3-second following distance. And try this mindset shift. Assume that person who cut you off just made a mistake, not that they did it to you. It can really help you stay calm.
So all of this leads to a question that I hear all the time, and it's a feeling that I think we all share. It just feels like drivers are getting worse, doesn't it? Well, it turns out you're not just being grumpy. There's kind of this perfect storm of modern problems that are making the road a much tougher place to be. So what's the biggest culprit? No surprise here. Distractions, which are overwhelmingly driven by our smartphones. Now, you combine that with more cars on the road, which shortens everyone's temper. a real rise in aggressive driving, and the simple fact that we're all more tired and stressed out than ever. It's a recipe for a much more dangerous driving environment.
And this is really the main takeaway here. We can't personally fix traffic or redesign every road tomorrow, but we can control the one car we're sitting in. You know, making our roads safer, it doesn't just come from new laws or fancier car tech. It fundamentally starts with individual responsibility. It starts with the focus of every single one of us.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. After everything we've talked about, what is the one specific, mindful change you can promise to make on your very next drive? Is it putting the phone in the glove box? Is it adding 1 extra second of following distance? Really think about it, because that one small change, it has a ripple effect on your safety and on the safety of every single person you share the road with.
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.